What's up, everybody? Jaquez here, and I'm your builder training support specialist in network marketing slash MLM. And tonight is Tuesday, and it's a great Tuesday because it's our weekly live Tuesday night training here with Builderall, and we have some amazing people here joining us. And I always love when you guys come in here because it makes it seem that I'm important, right? That I am doing a job that is worthy, and it's I'm not just doing it just to do it. So I love that you guys join here and watch this training, and hopefully you guys do learn something. And we will do our best to make sure that you guys do learn and apply. Okay, I don't just want you guys to watch, I want you guys to apply. That's why at the end I will give you guys something and you guys should apply it. And maybe we'll stay a little extra so I can see somebody applying. Okay, maybe, not 100% sure, but we'll see. But definitely you guys are gonna get something at the end of tonight. So today, guys, who here has an idea of what a QR code is? Raise your hand. Mwah. Awesome. Man, so I prepared this presentation for nothing. Everybody knows what a QR code is. I was hoping nobody raised their hand. Nah, but for those that don't know, I will show you guys what a QR code is and just give you guys some info. And I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you guys see it. There we go. You guys should be seeing here QR code. Well, what is a QR code, right? You guys see that? Awesome. All right, so what is it? Let's see. So QR code, or QR, right? It stands for quick response, and it's a matrix code, right? And it's not matrix like in the Neo, not that type of matrix, but it's a two-dimensional barcode. And if you guys can do me an awesome favor, who has a phone? Everybody should have a phone. I want to see everybody's phone. I know normally when you're in these meetings, we tell you put your phones away, throw them somewhere, but I want you to turn on your phones, and hopefully either you have an app, but most new phones, all you have to do is open your camera and point it. And then on my phone, I opened up my camera, I pointed it, and then bam, it read it. Did it work for you guys? And you guys saw probably a YouTube, and that's me. Yeah, a little shame plug, shameless plug. Go subscribe. So yeah, that is a QR code, guys, and that is a quick response, meaning you can do so much with it. It is so powerful, and it's been used for I don't know how many years. I forgot, but you guys can look it up. Just go do a quick Google. How long or when was QR codes invented or created? Right, but they've been out there for a really long time. So why you want to use QR codes, right? Like I said, it's easy and it's quick. And it's a quick way to get people to arrive at a certain link online. Like you saw right now, right? I showed you guys that QR code, you scanned it, and you can even take a picture of it and save it for later, right? And if I wanted to tell you guys to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, I can tell you, hey guys, go to YouTube, search Jaquez, right? And you might not know how to spell my last name. You might not know how to spell Gene, maybe. You might spell it with a G instead of with a J. And you might not find me. But if I give you a QR code, you can easily just, bam, already instantly to my YouTube channel or to my sales funnel or to what I will show you guys later, to my quick instant business card. Right? So it's simple for others to scan and go to your site. Everybody here that's live, you guys saw how simple it was. You just took out your phone, your app, if you have to use an app, or your camera. But like I said, most phones now, if you have anything from 2017 and up, I think, or 2018 and up, most phones already have it installed in the camera app. You don't have to open a separate app. All right, so, and also, not everyone uses them, but they are starting to use them again now, like literally left and right. And that was most likely because of Corona, right? Because now when I go to a restaurant, and I went to a restaurant nearby my house, and they didn't give me a menu. I was like, oh, so we're waiting for the menu. We didn't realize, silly us. My wife and I was just talking, blah blah blah, and we're waiting for the for the waitress to bring us our menu, but she never brought us anything. She like, so you guys ready to order? We're like, no. What's the menu? They're like, oh, it's right here. Look. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Take out my phone, scan, and I just went through the menu. I'm like, okay, and I can order through my phone too. She's like, yeah, just order there, and then you can also pay right there. I'm like, oh my god, the technology, it's insane. So it's real easy and it's simple. So now, how can you use the QR codes yourself? You can add it at the end of your YouTube video. Right, so take down some notes, guys, because there's some ideas that you guys can use. Like you see right here on the left corner, right? I still have that QR code. Imagine you're doing a YouTube video, and this whole time that you have your YouTube video, you can have on the bottom left, bottom right, top, center, wherever you want to have that QR code, you can have it on your YouTube channel, your YouTube video, your Instagram video, TikTok, Facebook, and the list goes on of social medias, right? And you can add it also to your social media post. You can have that little QR code, and people are going to be curious when they know what a QR code is. So they're going to be curious to want to scan it. Like, I wonder, what does this take me? Whew, let's scan it. Beep. They'll scan it, right? And then the next thing that you could do, you can add it on your cell phone lock screen or your home screen, or just have a picture ready where when you click on your gallery, the QR code pops up. And the reason you want to do that is what I'm going to show you guys. It's so that you can show somebody your business card, right? We're not using these anymore. Right? These little, well, most people don't use these anymore. I know I don't use the business cards anymore. So yeah. So how can you create a not a business, create a QR code? It's real simple. It's easy. There's a couple of ways that you can do it. You can actually use Canva. I didn't know this until I was doing these little slides, and I typed in QR just because I was just gonna put a picture of QR code, but then Canva showed me that they have an app that actually creates for you a QR code. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Or you can do a Google search for QR codes, and there's a lot of sites out there that give you ways that you can either do it for free or you pay a premium, uh, and you can do these colorful, really cool QR codes. That's up to you depending on your budget. But now, let me stop sharing my screen and seeing you guys. But now, what we're going to do, we're going to use Builderall, and Builderall is going to actually create a QR code for us, but it's going to be for a chatbot. Okay. And everybody here knows that we have a website chatbot. Yes, everybody hands should be up. We do. All right, so let me close this presentation and get to Builderall. Let's see, we have. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. And put you guys on this side. All right, so here, once you get to your Builderall, we want to type in, I like to do the search and do website chatbot. Now I already have it here, okay? But just for training purposes, I'm gonna show you guys how to get it started at the basics. So here we're going to do test chatbot business card. right, so now I'm going to click on the test chatbot card, and you're going to get this. And I should be getting a little, let's see, might be taking a little bit to load since I am using Chrome. Chrome gives me issues. Let's refresh it. If not, I'll just let me actually just open. Oh, it loaded right there when I press refresh. Let me open Vivaldi. I know that one doesn't give me issues when it comes to the chatbot. Still loading. That's one of the things when you're doing these trainings. Zoom takes up a lot of memory, and then trying to work. Right. Let's see how it does it here. Should be faster here because usually this is where I do get to do most of my things without any issues, because Chrome browser with its extensions and all that most of the times gives me issues. And see, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna close this one. We'll work on the other browser. All right. So with the chatbot, if you guys have used the messenger chatbot, it's similar, but it just doesn't have everything that the chatbot actually has from the Facebook Messenger. But it still has a lot of the things that the chatbot messenger has for the Facebook one. So you can have people actually talk to you, well, not talk to you, do response, um, and you can actually get it, but you don't get to see it live like you would with the Facebook chatbot. But here, what we're going to do, right, this is the first message that they're going to see when they land on your chatbot, on your site chatbot. So the hello message, and this message can be like, hey, this is Gene. And then they would reply with, hello, Gene. And by reply, I mean that they're actually going to click on this, because this will be a button and you guys will see. So now after that, what do I want to do next? Right, I want to now do another text answer. Let me delete this one. Right, so I want to grab this one, and I'm going to say that I'm going to ask them a certain question. So I'm going to ask them, what is your name? So with a text answer, what this does is the question that you ask them here, it allows them to actually input an answer. And let's make sure we actually connect this. Right, so this is how it works. It's a simple flow. That's one of the things that I love about this, that it's so simple to understand. Right, so you have the first message, then you have the second message, and this message is a question, and then you have here an input. So somebody can say, you know, their name right here. And then this right here, this is what the input is going to be called. So I like to actually give it a name and not leave it like that. So this is going to be, let's call it just name. All right. So then now we have this, and now we want this chatbot to actually call them by their name. So let's do another text message, and let's link this up. So then now to get this to actually grab the name, you're going to see right here that says tag. So we're able to use this this post is actually a tag now. So if I click this right here, you see that it says name. So then now it says name and nice to meet you. All right, so there's a simple workflow of the chatbot where they come in and the bot says, hey, this is Gene. They'll click on it. It'll say, hey, hello, Gene. Then it'll ask, what is your name? It gives them the option to actually input an answer. Then you can grab that answer. And the answer was their name and say, nice to meet you. And we can actually test it. So let's test it. So as you can see, it says, hey, this is Gene. They will click it. Hello, Gene. What is your name? My name is Jack. Jack, nice to meet you. You see, when people see this, they think that this is a super smart robot that is replying to them. But it's just a simple flow that we created here on the Builderall's website chatbot. So that's the basics of how you can create a site chatbot. But what I want to show you guys is that you can use this and make the chatbot be your kind of like your assistant / business card. So I'm gonna go back here to the flows and I'm gonna show you guys the flow that I created. But before that, let me stop sharing my screen so maybe it'll make it go faster for a little bit. So do you guys follow so far, as in the chatbot and what it does and what it can do? I see some hands up. Stacy, I see your digital hand. High five.
Hey, so I have a question. So are you tying this into the QR code, meaning they could scan the code and then go to the chatbot? Because you kind of didn't bridge that, but I'm assuming that was the point, right? So I just wanted to be clear.
Yeah, so now I'm going to show you that after you're done completing the bot, Builder creates a QR code. So yeah, I will show you that.
Got it. Thank you. Awesome. Great job.
Because you know this, you're looking into the future. You know what I'm going to teach you, right?
Just checking. Thanks.
But we think Stacy is psychic, or it could be psycho. We haven't really, the jury's out, right, Stacy?
You might be right. Exactly. I'm in agreement with you. You never know.
All right, so hold on, this thing. Okay, there we go, loaded. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. All right, so this is the simple chatbot flow that I created. So let me see. So right here, I'm going to click on preview. So when someone sees it, they'll see this. It'll say, hey, there's my digital business card. Hey, Gene, we just met. Because this would be when someone scans your QR code. And I tell them, hey, thanks for scanning my business card. Just remind me your name, please. I'm forgetful at times. All right, so my name is Stacy. Stacy, yes, now I remember.
Now, Stacy, gonna kill you because I'm not Stacy with the Y. I'm Stacy with an I, and I hate when people do that. Just saying.
That never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. It was funny that I looked and your name didn't pop up. I'm like, damn. I wanted it to spell it right. But there you go. See, Stacy. And what is your email? And I'm just going to make up an email. It's going to be stacy@gmail.com. And send. That's it. So then I say thanks. Below you can tap on, I didn't, see, I'm not great in English. I messed up here. Tap on the business card and you will get my digital business card. So then they will tap here and they will take them to this. This is my digital business card, right? The link tree that you guys, well, Linktree is a website, right? But this is a page that has buttons that takes you to different links. Therefore, is a link tree. Unfortunately, they took the brand, the actual Linktree name. But so yeah, so that's the flow. And let's go back. So now that you created this flow, right? And it can be however you want. And you guys are gonna get this this workflow, this chatbot flow. At the end, I'll give you guys not the link. I'm gonna give you guys the QR code so you guys can actually go get it. But what you're going to do is you actually do something so simple, and is click on Get Embed Code, and bam, that's it. The training is done. Have a good night, guys. Peace. That's all you have to do. You literally click Get Embed Code. You have your QR code here. So now what you have to do is right click, and you want to save your image. Save link as, no, image. I forgot this Vivaldi. So for Google, it's a lot simpler. Most of you guys are going to use Google Chrome. So let me just do it on Google Chrome. All right, let's open it up. And give this some time to load. Actually, I don't need time to load. I just need this. Google's also not loading the QR code. All right, well, most of you guys knows that when you right click on an image, it lets you save it. It's just that here on Vivaldi is different. I have to right click, actually go to where it says image, and then save image as. And then I'll give it a name, and I'll call it my QR business card. And I'll save it. And now I have it on my desktop. So now you can email it to yourself, or send it to yourself via message, so you can store it on your phone, so that when you store it on your phone, you save it, you know, either on your home screen, lock screen. And when you guys are in an event and someone asks you like, hey, can I get your business card? You're like, yeah, sure. You just take out your phone. Here, choose turn on your camera, scan that, bam, you have your business card. And they'll be able to then see this. And what's great, the reason that I like this and thought about this way is that, you know, when you give out your business card, sometimes you don't remember that person's name. So now you have a robot, right? A chatbot that's actually collecting the lead and adding them to your mailing boss. So what I almost forgot, guys, is that you can actually save this, right? The name and email. You can send it to your mailing boss, okay? Now, the only important thing that you have to do is this: when you do a text answer, so there's a text answer right here, right? This, the save answer field, it has to be name. It can't be F name or first name. It has to be actually name, okay? So it has to be name. And then the next thing that you ask would be for their email. So then for the email part, we have here an actual email collecting button. So you click on email, and then this field doesn't matter. You can name it whatever you want. But you have to check mark here mailing boss. And when you check mark mailing boss, you select the list that you created in advance. Now for now, the mailing boss list that's linked to this is mailing boss, not 5.0. It's the previous version. the 4.0, or Marco says Mailing Boss 1. So yeah, it connects with the current Mailing Boss, not the new 5.0 Mailing Boss. Okay. So this is the list that I created here, business card bot. And if I were to go to Mailing Boss, let's go to regular Mailing Boss. And go to list. And we should have here 2 subscribers now. As you can see, it's Stacy with an I, and the email. And here it says phone number prefix, because I was testing out to see if it actually picked up the phone numbers, but we don't have that feature yet. But we will soon. I did talk to Wasili. He's in touch with the developers for the site Chatbot. So pretty soon we will have this right here. You see mine there because I just added it manually. But this is really cool, guys, and a cool way that you can, you know, I guess stand out from people that have business cards. 1, you have a QR code. 2, you have a site chatbot. And then 3, you have your digital business card. And on that, I'm not going to touch too much on this because we've done it already. And this is just a cheetah page, right? A cheetah page where we have buttons, and these buttons take us to specific places, which is my Facebook fan page, Instagram, my YouTube, TikTok, and so on. You have 100% control of where you can take them. And then on top of that, you can make these links be trackable. So you can use the URL shortener. Okay, so you can see how many people actually click on that link. And let me see. Let me stop sharing and check questions, or if you guys have any questions right now. I'm gonna look in the chat because I see there's some chats going on. Go ahead, Cosmo.
I have seen some QR codes where it gives the choice of using the link, copying the link. How do you do that?
What do you mean copying the link, as in how?
There's a QR code which you can scan, and right to the side it says copy link. So you have a choice of copying the link of the QR code or scanning the QR code.
Well, that would be depending on the app that you use, because like I said, nowadays, like on my phone, when I put my phone on the, oh man, my phone died. Damn. when I put the app, or with the phone camera up to the QR code, it reads it right away, and then it tells me to open it onto a browser or copy the link. It gives me the option, so I can copy it and then I paste it on my browser, whether I want to use Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or whatever type of browser I want to use on my phone. I can just copy the link and paste that link straight to my browser, or send it to a message to somebody.
I'm thinking also specifically of the Google two-factor authenticator, because sometimes it's difficult. So what you do is you copy the link and you put it into the section of Google 2FA in order for the name of what you're trying to access to secure them. You can actually put it into the 2FA. Am I making sense?
That would be something that you would be logging into. So the 2FA would be something that because that's the 2-factor authentication.
Yeah.
So what that
Yes.
means is you have to do two things to authenticate when you log into something. And QR codes, if it's leading to something that's logging in, yes, but it doesn't necessarily have to lead to a place where you're logging in. So in Gene's specific example, all it was leading to was his YouTube channel, which you don't have to log in. But if you're sending them to a link where you have to log in, then that would be 2FA. But the QR code itself, I don't think you can do a 2FA with it because there's no login feature. It's just an action that is taken based on the fact that you scan that code. So the action can be opening a URL. It can be opening a box where you can dial someone if you're on your phone. It can be opening a text box to give instructions. There's some websites where you scan the QR code and all it does is open a text box on your phone to give you instructions. But it's not anything that you use to log into. So the 2FA, what you're seeing might be, once you go into and log into whatever you're doing, that's the Google 2FA authentication that you have to use to get into it. But as far as a QR code, you don't have to log into those to get to those. Does that make sense?
And to
Yes.
to get, I think, from like what you're thinking about, because you're probably used to using the Google Authenticator, where it tells you, hey, scan the QR code and add it to the authentication app. It's still the same thing. It's a QR code, and that QR code that you're scanning takes you to the connection of the Google Authenticator, right? So it's the same thing. It's doing all that QR code does. It actually just hosts a certain link that is going to send you somewhere. It doesn't do anything else but that. It can't get information. It can only give, and the only give
Yeah.
information is a link that you give it to. So like how I showed you guys here, you guys saw that QR code. I sent you to my YouTube channel. If I wanted to, I can send you guys to builderall.com. It's all up to you, right? And the way that I showed
Well,
you guys here was using the chatbot, where it creates a QR code for you guys and instantly sends you to the chatbot.
okay. But I understand the 2FA is a little different because once you access the QR code, then the numbers change regularly, over a couple of seconds each time. So you'd have to use
That's
those
the
numbers
Google,
to access where you
app.
need to be. Yeah, it's really a security feature.
Yeah, but
It's
but I think the
different.
QR code is completely different to that what you're talking about, the Google 2FA, right? The Authenticator app. All right, we have some other questions. I see Lynn and then Christy. So go ahead, Lynn.
Gene, I cannot proceed yet.
Can I share my screen really quick and show something about QR codes?
Yes, go ahead, Shelley.
Okay, let me do that real quick, Linwood. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I want to hit this while I can. This is a QR code generator that dropped into chat. And if you're looking to do QR codes outside of the little site bot, you just want to make QR codes for your own benefit. This is what they can do. They can open a URL. They can save contact details in your smartphone. They can open up a text box. They can send in a predefined email. They can send a predefined SMS text message. So what I challenge you to do is go to this site. The link is in the chat, and take a look at what all this QR code can do. But they're basically working with your native functionality of your mobile device. And they're just basically a link that leads you to something. They don't really have a lot of functionality. They have more than just a regular button, but it's still not much more than a regular button. But check that functionality out, and you can stretch it to use QR codes beyond even what Gene is showing you how to do. The cool thing is that you don't have to go here to create a QR code for the site bot, because Builderall set it up for you. So it automatically creates it for you. So you wouldn't have to go to this website to create a QR code to send them to your site bot, because Builderall is building it for you and giving it to you in the site bot creator. Okay.
Yep. And And besides that one, like I showed you guys, I was in Canva. So I'm going to show you guys just real quick how you can instantly. So somebody in the chat, give me a link, post a link. It can be, just make sure you make it PG, right? Make maybe your profile or your YouTube. So give me a link so I can show you guys how simple it is to create a QR code. Let's see. Wine free copy. Let's see this. Let's see where we go. Win a free copy. Okay, so I'm gonna grab that. So here I'm in Canva, but let's just go canva.com, right? So that you guys literally started from scratch. So let's say I'm gonna do create a design, and I want it to be a custom size, and I'm going to do 500 by 500. Create a design, and then now in your Canva, you're gonna click on more, and then type QR, and it pops up right here on the left. I click it, and then it tells you to input the URL, generate code, and now that's the QR code right there. So now I'm gonna leave it right here for a little bit. Phone died, so I can't scan it to test it out. Let me see, connect my phone because I don't want it to die. And it should take you guys to that link that Linwood gave us, which is win a free copy. So that's one of the ways that you can do it through Canva. And what's a great thing with Canva, I think I could do this. I haven't tried this. Let's see. Okay, you can kind of change the color, and it should still take you to the same thing because it's just a color. But yeah, we definitely don't probably want to do dark on dark. That probably won't work. But the next thing you can do is just Google, QR codes like that website that Shelly shared. QR codes generator. Don't click on the ads. You want to scroll down, make sure you pass the ads. And then you have QR code generator, the QR code generator.com, go QR me. Right? There's so many because you can do a whole bunch of things here. I'm guessing there's a simple one and free one. I know there's some other ones. I forgot which one it was. That it actually gives you the option of making it colorful. Is it this one, Shelly? The QR code generator? Do you know?
Yeah, that was the one. It's got color available in that one that you were looking at.
Okay.
Can you put your picture in the middle of that, Jane?
If it lets you, yeah, probably.
In Builderall, does it?
With
No,
the Builder
Builderall-
one, no, it's just the basic. It gives you a basic QR code for the chatbot, and that's all. If you want to make it all fancy and pretty and colorful and maybe with pictures and design, you will go to one of these and you would put the link to the chatbot. Okay, let me stop sharing. And I know we had, let's go back to the question. What was the question, Lynn, before?
Oh, Gene, I was just saying that I couldn't proceed yet with my question or comment.
Oh. So
I didn't get my virtual high five or my actual high five.
Sure that. High five. Right, there you go. There you go ahead.
Okay. So now I'm thinking, and I saw Shirley. What am I saying? I saw Shelly smile a minute ago when the question was asked about the picture and the QR code. So maybe future requests for somewhere down the line.
And Linwood, you can do that all day long. There's thousands of QR code generators on the internet. So you can take it outside of Builderall if you want a fancy schmancy one. And they can be quite fancy schmancy where you put in your image and it looks like the image, like there's no QR code in there. but if you scan it, it will pick it up. There's some really, really nice ones out there that are totally free. And that one that I was showing you actually has the ability for you to put your logo in it. So check that one out. There's some really, really good ones out there. Don't pay for any of them because there's no need to pay for any of them. There's plenty of them that are free that can get you exactly what you want.
Yes, I agree. I've actually made some with the picture in the middle, or graphic in there, and so it works really nice. I wanted to get back to what Cosmos, I believe it was Cosmos, was talking about the two-factor authentication, and it almost sounded like or seemed like that she was possibly on a computer and looking at code that was sending her to somewhere that I guess maybe she already had an account on again, and it was asking for that two-factor or giving her the option for the two-factor authentication. Not 100% sure about that. But what I really wanted to ask Gene about, and Shelley, and I know Gene said he spoke about this before, I haven't actually set up my Builderall digital business card. And to do that, I know we can do it from scratch, but I was wondering also, do we have a template for it as well?
Not on Builderall, but I have on mine, and I'll give you guys that as well. I forgot to add that, so definitely I'll add that right now to that free gift that I'm gonna give you guys. So give me a second. Let's kill some time. Let's talk to each other while I add that on the page. So you guys can get the templates that I've created before. Let's see.
Yeah, Gene has actually done this training is like Linktree training before. So he's done part of this training before, and he's given out some great link trees. And if that's what he's getting for you, all of you guys should be jumping up and down with joy.
I was on his last training, Shelley, and I got them. So
good. They're really good. He did a
Yeah,
great job of putting those together.
Yeah, excellent.
So are you guys excited about QR codes and being able to use them, especially for something like the Chatbot? Yeah, this is so exciting, you guys. And if you think about it, you've got the ability on your phone to set it up so that your phone has the what is it? The lock screen. Oh my God, I had to think about it a minute. The lock screen. You can actually put your QR code on the lock screen. And then when somebody says, hey, can I have your information? You just boop, open that up, and your screen, your QR code is on the screen. You say, just scan this. And it takes them straight to your chatbot if that's where you want them to go, or your link tree if that's where you want them to go. Cool beans, right?
Absolutely.
Well, actually, I like the fact, Shelley and Gene, I like the fact that this can be done in Builderall, so we don't really have to search. It's something that a lot of systems may not have, but at the same time, the training that comes with it is at no cost to us, which is very rare when it comes to other platforms that give you tools, but you have, in I've experienced, you have to pay for training. So I'm very appreciative of the time that you all are taking to do this.
Well, and they charge extra for all these things that Gene's been getting ready to give you. So
at the end of a webinar, they're like, all right, guys, so there's a button below here where you guys can purchase these extra bonuses that we've created for you guys. And you're like, wait, what? We have
like
to pay
for $55,000 and a pint of blood and your firstborn child.
Oh, man.
We'll send the invoice to Tyree.
I also saw another question from, let me see, who was it?
And what I'll do is make a QR code that says I owe you.
I owe you. All right, Christy, I see your digital hand up. Here's your high five. Go ahead, ask your questions. Or maybe you just pressed your hand up by mistake. Maybe that might be what she did. All right, guys. So I'm gonna republish the site, and you guys will get not one gift, but two tonight.
Christy says
so
she can't unmute.
really, okay, let me ask to unmute. There you go. You are unmuted. We should be able to hear you.
Can you hear me, Jean?
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. Hey, Shirley. I'm so excited you're doing this training tonight, Jean. You're doing great. I love QR codes, digital biz cards. That has been my business before I even came to Builderall. Now I'm trying to move this all over to Builderall and create it on Cheetah. Some really fancy stuff. So, yes, I make fancy QR codes, Shirley. And with picture and ombre color look and stuff like that. So my question was, I just had a person the other day, I made a QR code for his travel business, and he said when he scanned it, it didn't land on his site. So see, I don't use even cell phones. I'm making all these great things for people with cell phones, but I don't even have a cell phone. But my question is, does it depend on what cell phone you have? If the QR code goes directly to the website, am I missing something? Or did he not know how to scan a QR code? Because normally I use the link from the website, when it says put link in, and then it creates a QR code. Shouldn't that go directly to the website like you said?
Yeah, it's supposed to. The only way it might not work is, like you said, he might not have a native app that would scan it correctly. But that's the only way, because the
Okay.
QR code sends you directly to that link that you gave it specifically to go to.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I've never heard it from anybody else who had trouble. So I was wondering if there's a new thing out there that I need to think about with a cell phone.
Nope. I've never had any
Awesome.
issues.
Thank you.
It should work. All right, guys. So let's give you guys that free gift. And I'm going to share my screen. And since we are in QR codes, instead of me giving you guys a link, and the people that are watching this on the replay, hello, replay, hello, guys. And most of you guys, usually, since you're watching the replay, you miss out on the chat where we send links and all. Well, not today. Today, I thought about you guys. So you guys that are watching on the replay, you don't have to search and ask for the link, because as I'm sharing my screen, you guys, all you have to do now is pull out your phones and download the Chatbot Flow. And let's see if my phone finally charged so I can test it out too.
Of course, Gina, I'm watching this on my phone. So the best I can do is take a screenshot and then open it up somewhere else later on the computer and use the phone. But just saying, FYI, sometimes we're using the phone to actually do this. But all good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, you can still take a screenshot and then have your camera app or the QR app create a picture. I don't know if iPhones or how iPhones do it, but I know on my Android, if I have a picture that has a QR code, I can click on read picture and it reads that there's a QR code there. So I'm gonna leave this out for a little bit for the people that are watching this later on as a replay. So you guys can just take out your phones, scan it, and my phone turned on, and I'm gonna test it to make sure.
To your point, Gene, I'm on Android too, so I will check that. And while you're doing testing, I want to just throw something else in here that came to mind when you're doing this. Sometimes we do things and there's other ways to do them. And sometimes there's a reason why it makes sense to do it a different way and sometimes not. And I'm saying that because I haven't thought it all the way through. But this reminds me of sort of the same kind of interaction that can take place when you have an SMS number for people to text to. And I know we have an SMS app, which I really haven't used, but in some ways, the chat site bot with the QR code is the same, because in essence, what you're doing is you are texting back and forth. Of course, the nice thing is that the site bot is doing it for you. It's predetermined, so it's less work and it can happen quickly. But I'm bringing it up just to say that if for any reason anyone is paying for a a an SMS service or a text community service, they might find the value right here. It's kind of the same as if when we do, because we talked about this the other day in somebody's class, probably Jackie's, when we do web apps, which really is just an interface that allows you to go to a web page and interact with something like it's an app, even though it's not a true native app that you've downloaded from one of the stores, this is kind of the same in my mind. It's kind of like using your browser through the sitebot to text with people as opposed to doing it with your phone. And there's value to that too, because, but anyway, I don't want to go
eat
too
my
deep.
sandwich. Sorry, I was talking to my dog. Sorry, I didn't know I had my
that's so
microphone
funny.
on.
You
Sorry, you
unmuted?
guys.
That's funny. Anyway, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, was that her sandwich? Was that something she wanted to present and I ate it? No, I'm kidding. But anyway, I was just trying to make a point, and I hope it served somebody and didn't confuse anybody. Just trying to show how this can be looked at as similar to getting you results that you can use other tools for. And if you don't have those tools, then you have this tool to use. That was the point I was making.
I think great to honestly, there's so many tools out there, right? And there's so many tools that you can pay for. And QR codes, it used to be that if you wanted a really nice QR code, you paid for a platform to be able to create a nice QR code for you. But nowadays, these QR codes can be made for free. They can be made very fancy schmancy, and they do very sophisticated things. As in, if you've got the mobile version of your website, you can put a QR code in there to open up a box to dial your number, a 1-800 number, or something like that. So, it's you could actually put it on your website, but hide it in desktop view, and then not hide it, show it in the mobile view. And if they click it, it opens up a number dial box, and then all you do is click dial or call, and it will call on your mobile device. So there's a lot that you can make it do, that it takes advantage of the native features that are inside of your device. And it uses those features based on what you tell that QR code you want it to do. So go to a link, open an email, make a phone call. There's just all kinds of stuff that you can make it do.
Yep. Go ahead, Tyree. Put your hand up.
Yes, sir, Gene. I really like this training, and I like what Shelley. I like what Shelley mentioned and this information that she shared. So what I did, I was listening to Stacy, and she said that she was watching this on her phone, and she wasn't able to scan. So what I did, I imagined if I was watching on my phone. So I took a screenshot as if I have the Zoom on my phone. Took a screenshot of the QR code, and then I sent it to went to my messenger, my FB messenger, and uploaded the picture in there. And then clicked on it from there, and it opened up on the computer as if I finally got home to my computer, and I scanned it then, and it still worked. So that's just something that can be done in case someone may be watching a training on their phone and can't get the information. Just like those links that are right now that will show up on their phone in the chat, they can screenshot those links in right there and then message that to themselves. Even if they couldn't click on the link in their chat, they can still put it into a browser when they get home. So I'm just finding different ways to be able to maximize this training that you're sharing with us, because this is wonderful, and thank you.
Awesome, and you're welcome.
And what I will say, just a moment, just so I can have fun with Mark, other than the Astros finally making it back to the World Series, this is wonderful. This is worth missing that game. Thank you.
You're welcome, and you guys can watch it on the replay. The game, that is. So yeah, guys. So that is basically on the training today, and you know right now. So you guys have access now on that page. You're gonna have two buttons, right? It says website chat flow. So there's gonna take you to a Google Drive where you will download it, and I should probably show you guys how to actually install it. That's another thing too. Let me show you guys how to do that. So you're going to go, let me see, where is it? All right. So once you guys come here, you click on the website chat flow. You're gonna get this, and then most likely Google's gonna read it and it's gonna open it, and it's gonna be some crazy stuff. Don't worry about that. Just click on the download. I'm gonna save it on my desktop. See, there you go. Google read it, but don't worry about that. That's just the code inside it. So then you're gonna go to your where is it? Chatbot. Did I close it? Yeah, I closed it. All right, so let's go back. Type in Chatbot. I want to go to the website Chatbot. Make sure you go to the website Chatbot. I know in the beginning I always made the mistake of clicking Messenger Chatbot, but it's website Chatbot. So click enter. And then it's simple. It tells you to import a flow. So I would import and click on the file. Go to my desktop where I have it. And where is it? And here it is. And open. And then click upload. And you're done. Now I have it right here. I have another one. I have multiple ones now. And then the same thing with the website, the link tree templates. This one's much easier. All you have to do, I have here log into Builderall because you have to make sure you're already logged into your Builderall account. Okay. And then you click on transfer templates and confirm, and that's it. I'm not going to confirm because I already have it in my account. I don't want to have multiple ones. So you click confirm and you're done, and then you will see it in your published, well, not published, unpublished list over here. You're going to see it. Okay. All right. So I want to show you guys just a little proof, not a, I mean, a proof, a little demo of something. Because since like you guys saw right now with the chatbot, we can collect the name and email, and it sends it to our mailing boss, right? But you know, I was thinking, you know, I wanna be able to collect the name, their phone number, and their email. But right now I can't do it to mailing boss. But what if I can collect it at least still with the chatbot and send it to an Excel sheet? So I'm just going to show you guys. I'm going to give you guys a link, and I want you guys to go to that link right now. And let me open this. So go to that link. Talk to my little site bot. And then if everything works, we should see some stuff here happening. So cross fingers. We'll see. So make sure you guys go all the way through. So it's going to ask for your name. It's going to ask for your number. It's going to ask for your email. Your email, you guys can, you know, put a fake email if you want to, and a fake phone number. Five. All right, so as you can see, I'm getting some information here. I have Shelly. Wait, what did it say? Shelly, Madame Awesome Turner. That's cool. I have Sharon, Judy, So data, I'm still working on this, getting it better, but it's almost there. I try to do what you said, Shelly, to add a delay. That doesn't work, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jean, just my phone number's not matching up, just so you know, the one I put in.
Yeah. But at least I have it. I'm getting data. I'm getting people's names. I'm getting their numbers, and I'm getting people's emails. All from that Chatbot, which is pretty cool. And that is with a third party, which you guys have heard most of us talk about it this whole past couple of weeks, and that's Pabbly. It's thanks to that. That's getting that information from the chatbot and sending it to an Excel sheet. Now, probably for this case scenario where I'm having 10, 20 people going on it at the same time, not the great example, but normally in the normal case scenario, when you give somebody your barcode, they'll scan it. I mean your QR code, they'll see the chatbot, they'll give you the name, phone number, email. Bam, it's on your Excel sheet. Then some other day, you do the same thing, and it's gonna work because it's not gonna have 10, 20 people putting in data at the same time. And I see Linwood, high five, go ahead, hands up.
Yeah, thank you, Gene. I was just about to, I hope you were still going to get to this, but I thought maybe you were about to end the session. And I wanted to remind you that you did say at the beginning that you were going to have us do something that might get us a reward.
Well, I decided just to give you guys a reward, and that was give you guys the templates. I was gonna make you actually create a Chatbot and show it to me, and we can all test it out here. But since I'm a nice guy, I know you guys are actually gonna take action and you're gonna do it, so I just gave it to you guys.
Thanks, Gene. Thanks, Shelly.
Process worked really well, Gene.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. So any more questions about Chatbot and link trees and Builderall? Speak now or forever hold your peace, because for the training, we are done. Go ahead, Linda.
So I'm a little, I don't know, cautious now, I guess, about this Pabbly connection. Could someone at the beginning of the list not put in a phone number and that's why it went off? Or what would everybody hitting the same time shouldn't garble the information?
Well, the thing is the way that it works is if it's receiving, and then somebody might be quicker than you, so then it sends it, and it's
So it didn't finish completing it. Okay.
Yeah. Or they could do that where they don't put on the phone number, or they wait. I know last time that's what happened. Somebody put in the phone number and then they just closed the site, or they waited. But yeah. But that's just, like I said, right now, the workaround that I'm using with Pabbly, until Wasili messages me and tell me, hey, we're good to go. We can do name, phone number, and email. And then I'm not going to need Pabbly anymore for that. I'm still using Pabbly, of course, for so many things right now. And my mind is just blowing with some more stuff that I can do with it.
Gina and I are in a race, I think, to figure out the most creative way to use Pabbly.
Yeah, I know. I learned, and I made it send me a message to my Telegram to tell me how many subscribers I have for the day in the last 24 hours and how many views I have so far in the last 24 hours. So every morning I get a message saying like, hey, Gene, you have 2,000, 3,000, whatever subscribers. Great training, your efforts, Gene. Thank you, Judy. Send me your sound from Brazil. Hello from Brazil.
Gene, I did have a quick question for Shelly, or yourself, either one, about Pabbly, Ms. Linwood. If we go with, like, say, the first or second package, and then later on we want to get one of the higher packages, or is Pabbly allowing us to do that?
I did. What I did was I got the low end, the 147, because I was like, it's worth $147 just to see if it's worth it, right? So I jumped into that plan, and then it didn't take but about maybe 2 days of playing with it. I was like, holy crap on a cracker, I need the bigger plan. So I bought the bigger plan. So the first plan, I think you get 3,000 tasks per month. And then the biggest plan, the 447, it's 10,000 tasks per month. So what it did for me is it gave me 13,000 tasks for every month.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Wonder if I can do that with the big package. Order 2 of them. Get 20,000.
Man, that would be cool if you could. That would be great if you could. I'm not sure if it'll let you, but it definitely let me do the low end package. And then I was like, okay, we definitely want to go 447. And when I did that, I was like, oh, hey, because I thought I was just going to end up giving up that low end package to get the high end package, but it actually merged the two together. So I have 13,000 tasks per month, which is a lot for me. I won't use it that much. Not yet.
And Shelley, I understand. And I wanted to just clarify one thing. So did they just charge you the difference between the 2 plans or the 2 packages?
No, they were both full price. So I paid 147 to learn. And then I paid another 447 to get the additional, the higher end package. So altogether, I paid what, 500 and almost $600. But if that's 2 months of Zapier.
Got it.
Yeah, I just went straight for the big package because everybody else was talking about it, and since I've had Zapier before, this just made sense. And I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I think if I had somebody to talk to that, you know, I could bounce off of and say, what are you getting out of Pabbly? Is it good? But I just kind of had to discover it myself. But like I said, it didn't take me long to discover. And then once I discovered, I'm like, yep, I need the higher end. And I'm one of those business-minded people that it's worth it to pay the 147 so that I can cut my losses if it's not worth anything. But then I'm also okay to pay the 447 additional because now I found out, yep, this is something I want. And so I was perfectly okay with paying that to get Pabbly. And for me, it's totally worth it because I'll use it. And there'll be no doubt about it. I will absolutely use Pabbly, and there may come a time in the future I need more tasks.
Yep. All right, guys. So that is it for tonight. And just in case you guys missed it, I mean, you could rewind on the replay, but I'm gonna show the screen again so you guys can download it if you haven't downloaded it yet. I'm gonna share one more time. Share screen.
You're far too young to use the word rewind, Gene.
No, trust me, I was there. I rewinded plenty of cassette tapes.
Yeah, Gene, he has that blessing. He looks younger than he is.
Yeah, I was born in '87, just to let you guys know. But I still try to look young, even though these 2 baby builder babies literally wear me out. All right, so there you go, guys. That is where you guys can scan it, and you guys will be able to get the templates for the link trees and also the chat flow. And let me stop sharing.
Oh, put it back.
Oh no.
Come
on. All right, I'll put it right back. You got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it. All right. And there we go. All right, guys. So yeah, that was it. That was Builderall's chatbot with our awesome new feature that it gives you a QR code, and then you can literally create whatever you want. Right? This was just an idea that I came up with, and I wanted to share it with everybody. And now you guys can take this, implement it, and call it yours, right? Because I did not put it in writing. I didn't patent it, okay? So don't worry, I'm not gonna come after you if I see I'm like, that's my idea. You need to pay me. Pay me now. But don't worry about that. I want you guys to actually benefit and grow. That's why literally any crazy ideas that I come up with, If I see that it might be good, I'll share it. If it might not be too good, I'll still share it because maybe it might be good for you, but not for me. All right. So that is it for tonight. I'm gonna give you guys one last chance to ask your questions. Raise your hands.
One last time to scan it because I'm still not getting it.
Well, what's the issue that's giving you?
I don't know. It just shows me the picture. It's not actually reading the code. So I just called up another, got my QR droid this time instead of the picture.
Jean, can she just use her camera and turn her camera on and scan it?
It didn't work.
Oh.
It usually does, but it didn't this time. One more time, Jean.
All right, just for you, one more time. Go ahead.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. So no more, no questions. Going once, going twice. Sold to nobody.
Wow.
Actually, sold to me. All right, guys. So that is it for tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Shelly, as always, being awesome, awesome wing woman, and the builder all diva that you are, as always. And thank you guys for being here and showing up and staying here and asking your questions. Because, like I said, if it was just me, with here and Shelly, I mean, if Shelly showed up, I'll still be happy because at least I'm not by myself.
Well, and you know, Jean, that even if it was just you and me, we'd talk all night.
Yeah, we'll be here until like 10
Just
or 11
saying.
o'clock just talking.
Especially if we jumped into Pabbly, we would be here all night playing.
Oh, man. My computer will probably tell me, since we're recording, out of memory, please stop. All right, guys. Well, have an awesome, awesome day. Rest of your day. Have a good night, or have a good morning for some of you, or good afternoon, depending where you're watching. All right. And I'll see you guys next time. I won't see you next Tuesday, because next Tuesday will be somebody else. But if you want to see more of me, you can see more of me every day, Monday through Friday, on our group, our networkmarketing.builderall.com. Make sure you guys check that out. I'll say it again, networkmarketing.builderall.com. That's our e-learning where you guys will see trainings that I provide, whether it's network marketing, MLM, even affiliate marketing, because they're kind of almost the same, right? You are an affiliate of a product, not your own product that you own, like how Jackie does. Jackie does physical products and your own products. So if you want that, definitely go to her group, which is physicalproducts.builderall.com. Yeah, physicalproducts.builderall.com.
Can you guys type those into the chat?
Sure.
Actually, yeah, I'll do them right now.
I'll do it, Jean. You keep talking, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Thanks, Jean.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shelley. Have a good night,
Thanks,
everybody.
Jean.
Yes,
Thanks,
thank you,
Shelley.
Jean. Thank you,
Good night,
Shelley.
everybody. So make sure you guys go check that out. And we have trainings every day, like I said, Monday to Friday. You can watch it live or watch the replays. And you can ask your questions. And if you want to answer them, get them answered live, then make sure you see me Fridays. Every Friday at 8 p.m. I literally host a Zoom just like this. You're all invited. Make sure you show your cameras and your microphones, unmute them, and ask it live. Any questions, literally any questions. Network marketing, MLM, your business, you have issues. Your computer might not be turning on, but if it's not turning on, there's no way you're probably on talking to me. But literally relationship issues, whatever it is, we'll get it. You know, it's a networking event, okay? We'll talk about it there. We'll get it fixed. And if not, we'll find somebody that can help you out. Yeah,
And I want to say welcome to Colleen. Colleen was looking for the link. So Colleen, I'm glad I noticed that you were able to jump in here and get into the training tonight. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Guys, have a good night. Thank you all. Take care. Love you.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks.
Good
Bye,
night,
guys.
all.
Have a great night.
Sorry, go Braves.
Great training.